right?
If you have strong feelings about something, they will be manifest.
Well, that's another type of manifesting. Yes, he was talking about manifesting energy, um, which is like culturing, like producing in a way that most people don't understand how to create it, manifesting it, creating more and more and more. Like that's what he was that's what he was referring to.
Let's see. Like the law of attraction, a manifestation is where your thoughts and your energy can create your reality.
Yeah. Well,
If
he
you're
wasn't.
if you're constantly being negative and feeling down,
Yep. That's true too. Yeah. But what he's talking about more of, in a electrical um, resonance time. That's the problem with words. The slave words we have,
yeah.
right?
I'm just saying, if anyone would want to go and Google this, and if he's calling everybody an idiot, they're going to give them
Oh,
the wrong definition
yeah.
of
Of what he
manifest.
of what he was
So
talking about, kind of,
so
yeah.
so
Because if you manifest goodwill, like Yah's will, which is one of our topics, if you want to try to manifest Yah's will, that's what you want to do too. Even more than this energy stuff. So
and
I
I would like to see him power something else.
well,
He
that's
did I know burnt out light bulbs, and that seems impressive, but
yeah. No, I know, and believe me, I
Hey
looked
folks,
into
it's
it
me
more and
again.
more and more.
Now,
Watch, okay.
here we
but
go
this right
into
here,
where I live.
this is
This
this
is
is
a breaker
ridiculous,
box for the electrical, the whole
and
system.
this is true. I've been thinking about this for
Everybody
years,
said
dude.
they have the smart meter. Everybody, their bill went skyrocket. Well, I kind of figured out how it works now. Since I've been studying Tesla for over 10 years, since Tesla invented the AC current, the making and the distribution of the AC current, which was bought by Westinghouse in the early 1900s. Now, all that's I got a level probably about 400 amp directly from the transformer coming through here, through the meter and to my box. In my box, the breaker is 125 amps, so the maximum of my box, 125 amps. Now, what I don't understand is when the ground wire, suddenly, when I put my meter, I'm showing the amp I'm using, which is right now on that wire, I'm pulling
So look,
3.5 amp.
hit pause.
And this one,
yeah,
Hip hop. Okay, so there's
I
three.
did.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying though is like I'm just gonna explain because this guy kind of, not that I can explain better, but I'll explain it more in American terms. But um, he's showing how there's power coming in, and it's showing the amperage
Yeah,
power coming
two.
in. And then but the thing is like when he puts it on the ground, it's actually the ground should be zero. Nothing should be coming back out of the meter because that's what your house is absorbing, right? Like coming into your house and what they're charging you for, but they're sucking the power back out of your house back into the power lines, and they're just taking the power that you're paying for, and they're just getting it back. And that's what he's like. Why are we doing this? Sorry, not that I can explain it much better, but that's what they're doing though.
Yeah,
They're making you pay for stuff that you're not even using, dude. And he'll show it, like it shows it. It's crazy.
I'm not pulling anything. So, but what is funny is why my 3.5 amp or 3.2, 3.3 amp is going back directly into the ground wire. Now, the ground wire, that one is not hooked up to the ground. It's hooked up directly to the meter and up in the air and back to the pole. Thus sucking
Going
the
back
same
to
amount
them
of amp, almost,
that
back
he's
into the power plant or the power station and fitting it back to you. So you're paying over and over and over for the same power you're using. Now,
yep.
it's not a hot amp anymore because, see, I can put my finger on it and I don't get electrocuted. But
See,
it's the
and
same
this is where
amp
resonance comes
power
in.
goes back into the pole to the secondary line, your ground line, but the top line is fed with a static current, electrostatic currents,
See,
which is the same static currents going through that thing. If
electrostatics,
I can
dude.
touch it and I won't die. And that's why the people who inspect the big power line with millions of volts on it, they can actually get dropped with a chopper on the line and walk on the line when the power is on, and they don't die. The bird can land on the line, they don't die. Unless they ground themselves between the two lines, there's no danger whatsoever.
Then you could, yeah, because you're not
Long time
connecting
ago,
yourself.
when the power was distributed, it was only one line coming out, a single wire coming out to your house. And we're lighting up all what we had electric in those days. And our ground, it was ground, earth ground. But now they changed that. They make it really smart. Now they create a demand, which is a flow. Current on electricity doesn't mean what they tell you they mean. They mean direction, just like a river. The current of the river, if it goes south, it goes south, it goes north, it goes north. It's the direction of the water flow. Electricity is just like water,
electromagnetics
flow. So we have a current here because this here is reading the current. And why I'm reading 3 amp? Because now there are radiant amp, radiant watts. They still reading. We still have power. This thing, I can put that in a transformer and reuse my own power. And that's how the power company rip you off. They make you pay for 3.5 amp as I'm using it and take it back. They create a flow of current not coming to you, but going to the station. So that's meaning they're sucking the power right through your equipment and reselling it to you. That's a pretty good business. Business like this, I call that gangster business.
yes.
What I figured
is
paying back the people at
gangster business.
$1 million for everybody who's ever be registered with BC Hydro with power, because they've been ripping him off constantly. And now the smart meter. So the smart meter give you some kind of frequency and screw you up and stuff like that. I'm not too worried about that because I don't have a smart meter in my hand to take it apart in a study. But
see right there. Hit pause. He said, I don't know about the smart meter because I don't have one. But remember I told you about the guy I talked to about the smart meters? Remember? You know, and how what they do is they read it Wi-Fi. They read it through the air. They read the smart meters through the air, dude. So that's how they read what you're, you know, absorbing, you know, like what you're, I'm sure you're, you know, where you live, they probably have smart meters. I mean, a lot of people do now, you know. But it's cool that he said, like, I don't know about that because I don't have one. But the thing is, though, see, think about the next level of this. That's what the smart meter is, right, bro?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
he says here in the video that the smart meter actually just reads both of these two lines and adds them together, so you pay more.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
So a smart meter is better at making you pay more for your energy that they're reselling back to you every single month, right?
Exactly, dude. But meanwhile, they're using frequency. They're using even worse. I mean, whatever. Other frequencies to get the reading. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unbelievable, dude. It's just. I mean, it's not unbelievable. It's very believable, but like, and nobody even cares. You know what I mean? Like, they just sit back and just don't care.
Yep, they don't care about pretty much anything. But I think that just goes along with the whole grand delusion. They're just if they want to believe lies, they're gonna believe lies.
Exactly.
And that goes with everything from these so-called truthers to everybody else. You know, if they want to believe something, then they're gonna just believe it. You know, I mean, I don't see anybody. All right, I'll just stop for a second. Here's the. I'm gonna go for the flat. I know it's a fake flat Earth psyop because the whole impossible AMAP model, but what I had to do is decide whether I thought it was flat or not. So I looked at flat Earth videos, and then I looked at debunk of flat Earth videos.
Yep.
It's called looking at both sides of the argument.
Yes.
Because and then so because you're kind of trying to base, you might have been lied to, so you got to base your own opinion. If now most people, when you present them with like say the flat Earth, they'll automatically go to some debunk video and send it to you. So obviously, what people do is